about an important facet of our adult life. So when I say adult life, I mean this is something that is going to be there with us for a long time. Okay. So I'm just going to take a minute to share my screen. Let me know if my screen is visible. Are you able to see my screen? Please give me a thumbs up. Yes. Awesome. Okay. Okay. Great. Okay. So let me start with a simple picture. Okay. Let me start with a small question. Okay. We hear that a lot of people, talk to us about soft skills, right? So is there something called hard skills? Is there something called hard skills? We don't know, right? So let us see what is soft and what is hard. It is not chapati, right? Soft or hard, right? We are talking about some skills, right? So let us see what we mean by soft and hard skills. Okay. Just like we have soft skills as a term, we also have hard skills, right? So hard skills are those that are very specific to whatever we learn in the syllabus, the degree we get, the maths we know, the coding we know, right? The data analytics skills that we know, the testing that we are going to learn, all of that forms the hard skills. And then there are certain things which your regular syllabus will not teach you, right? Which is to learn how to communicate with others. How do you do problem solving, right? How are you going to talk to each other in a team? We are not going to work in a single room like how we are doing now as a student. You won't work in a single room when you get into a company, right? You have to work with a lot of people in the organization. So how will you communicate to them, right? How will you solve problems? Every day as a student, you have a lot of problems. You have to plan for completing assignments before deadline. If you are weak in a subject, you have to plan on how to complete that subject on time. If you are managing your finance on your own, you have to plan for how will you manage the money till the end of the month, right? And you collaborate with a lot of other people in your college for various activities like symposiums, learning, etc. You do creative work in your assignments, in your learning, right? All of these things which do not form the basic syllabus, right? They are all called soft skills. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with me, guys? Okay, can I have a quick thumbs up? Are you with me? Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Right. So if we say, okay, soft skills are something that you cannot learn directly from your education. So why are they important, right? You do a lot of hard work, right? There is nobody who is not capable of something. Everyone has a individual capability, right? Everyone is capable of doing something, right? So why do we still have the gap? Some of our friends do better, some of them get placed, but we are struggling, right? Why? Some of us are struggling. Why? The reason is we all know certain things. From the book, we all know certain things. We all equally work hard, but some people learn or acquire soft skills over time. Soft skills is your ladder to jump to your career success, right? So whenever we talk of soft skills, we are talking about the ladder that I'm going to use to jump, right? So now let me quickly get you into a game, okay? I just spoke about what is soft skills, what are the different dimensions in soft skills. It involves problem solving, communication, collaborating with others, having the curiosity to learn, etc., etc. Right? So now let us quickly take you through a small example. Okay. If you can scan the screen, you can scan the screen, or I am sharing the URL which will take you to a small game. Okay. Are you ready to play a game? Can you give me a thumbs up? Are you ready to play a game? Are you ready to play a game? Okay. Come on. You can either click on the URL. Please click on the URL that I have added. Very good. I have added a URL. Please click on the URL. Or you can scan your screen to see this QR code. Please get through the game. I am also going to try the game along with you. I am taking the game in my own device. Everybody should be able to see a game like this. If you click start, you will see all the different things that we discussed, right? So click on the ones that are relevant to soft skills. What are all the things that are relevant to soft skills? Slowly read and click. Okay, is everybody playing the game? Once the time is over, we will see the leaderboard. We will see who is coming in the top. Is everybody able to play the game? Can I have a thumbs up? Okay, the game is over. Now let us see who and all has made to the top. Enter your name. Wow, great. We have the topper here, Ilakya. Claps to you, Ilakya. Xavier, Ganesh Jay Samraj. Very good. Well done, well played. Raghavi. Okay, you have to enter your name so that I will be able to read out your names, right? Okay. So now we know what is soft skills, right? We just know it involves a lot of activities. The basics is communication. Apart from that, you have certain things like the ability to solve problems, being curious to learn, right? And being able to collaborate with others and so on, right? So the first and foremost basic element of soft skills is communication, right? Right? So what is communication? When I say communication, no, does it mean simple talking? Can I have some answers in the chat box, please? Have some answers in the chat box. What is communication? What is communication according to you? Is it speaking? Okay, Pooja says interaction. Very good, Pooja. Anyone else wants to answer? Okay, to interact with the other. Very good. Interacting, expression of thoughts. Very nice, very nice. Way to express our feelings. Wow, that's very nice. One person to another person conversation. Very good. Communication is a way of expressing an action. Okay. Okay. Communication is the medium to interact with. Very good. Well said, everybody. Okay. So we all know that communication is a tool to talk to each other or simply to interact with the other person. So, but it is not that easy, you know, uh, we get into this English class, right, where we are asked to talk. It is not that easy, right? The non-Tamil folks, please pardon me. I'm going to talk 2-3 sentences in Tamil and I'll translate it back to English. English miss வந்து இன்னைக்கு oral அப்படின்னா நமக்கு எப்படி இருக்கு? படபடன்னு இருக்கு, right? Whenever we have a oral communication test, we all get very jittery, right? At the base of it, we don't understand one thing. Communication just means getting your thought to the other person or interacting with the other person. So we have seen a lot of funny scenes from Vadivel movie, right? In this first clip that you see, he goes to Calcutta. He doesn't know in Hindi. He's searching for Howrah Bridge, but he doesn't know to pronounce the word Howrah. He instead keeps asking for the man about Kevra Bridge, and he gets fooled eventually, right? And this meme is something that I like a lot, right? Whenever our English teacher tells us to speak, we get tensed. We try to use all substitute words to complete a sentence. Macha, what is your name? Then your friend says, I'm fine, Macha, right? So there is no English there. We just get tensed, right? And whenever there is, staff who keep telling us to talk in the class, otherwise I'll reduce the marks, then we start resorting to alternate ways. We ask, hey, get the attendance dude. I have full attendance. I'll pass with that, right? We all have to break this barrier. Okay? Okay? Can I have break in the chat box? Are you ready to break the barrier? Can I have break in the chat box? Break. Are you ready to break the barrier? Are you ready to break the barrier? Yes. Yes. Very good. Very good. Break. Yes. Yes. Very good, Sayan. Ma'am, I will break. Very good. So we are going to go into this very, very interesting but gamified journey of soft skills. Okay. I know 6:45 to 7:30 is a very, very tiring time. So our sessions are going to be fun-filled, active, and also gamified. Okay. So now, okay, we know that communication is a major part of soft skills. So what is communication now? So we learned that soft skills is made up of a lot of things like problem solving, creativity, being curious, collaborating with a team, etc. And now I am telling you, hey, communication is the basis, because if you have communication, you can think in terms of your team. You need not worry about finding it difficult to communicate. So you can focus on problem solving. You can be very creative because all your energy is going to go to the creative side. You're no longer worried about how will I talk. So we are getting into the first step of breaking the barrier of how will I talk or how will I think, right? So communication is made up of a lot of things, right? It is made up of listening, speaking, reading, writing, and your body language. So when you say communication, it is not just talking. It is made up of listening. You listen to me. And speaking. You speak. You present your ideas very well. Reading. If you read more, you will have more ideas to talk about. If you listen more, you will learn new things. If you learn to write well, you can summarize your points very well. And on top of it, if you have a confident body language, you will become the winner, right? Now, can I have winner in the chat box, please? Winner, everybody. Winner. Can I have winner in the chat box? Winner. Very good. Winner. Yes. Yes, Yusuf. Winner. Okay. So now we'll go for another game. Okay. What is there without a game, right? So let us go for another game. You can scan the QR, or I am dropping this URL into the QA window so that you can click on that URL. I'm going to give you a little more time this time because last time I saw that a few of you were not able to complete the task, right? I'm also sharing my screen with the task so that we are able to demonstrate to each other. Okay. So now start the game. This is a whack-a-mole game. There are moles or rabbits inside each hole, and each rabbit has the correct component of communication. If you find the correct rabbit with the name on it, you just hit on that. Okay, that will give you 1 point. Ready for the game, everybody? You have to hit the correct moles. Okay. So what are the parts? Listening. Yes. Reading. Writing. Listening. Reading. I've completed the level 1. Everyone, please go on with the game. Let's see who comes to the leaderboard now. Okay. Hit the modes that are correct. We have body language. We have body language again. Telephone calls, demonstrations, presentations are not part of your learning. Reading is, writing, speaking. Okay. Body language again. Okay. Level complete. I'm getting a bonus time. I hope everyone is getting 2. Okay, go for level 3, everyone. Make sure you hit the correct moles. Reading, listening, speaking, and body language, along with writing. Great. Last level. We have 30 more seconds. Just reiterating the components: reading, writing, body language, speaking, listening. Keep repeating as you hit the moles. Okay, last level. Hope now everyone is thorough with what is the components of your communication. It is reading, speaking, listening, right? And writing along with body language. So I hope everyone has completed all the levels. We reiterated the components so that we register it. This is called gamified fun way of learning. You can gamify your learning for any purpose, whether it is soft skills or your core reading material, you can gamify it inside your head, right? So whenever we talk or whenever we do something, if we connect it to a easy recall game, it becomes very easy for us, right? So in 10 seconds, the game is going to get over. Anyone who is yet to complete, make sure that you have completed. We are just getting over with the game. Time's up. Let us see who has made it to the leaderboard. Okay, more people this time. Beautiful. Tarun Kumar, 572 points. Great. Haran. Okay. Cherry, Sneha, B, Anish. Excellent, guys. Excellent scores. Now, I think everyone knows what is the basis of communication, right? So now, I want everyone to take a minute. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, some of them were not able to open the link. Can you try again? I'm sending the link again. Please try again. Okay. Now, is anyone having doubts on what are the components of communication? Is everyone clear? Can I have a thumbs up? Can I have a thumbs up, please? Yes. So when we talk of components of communication, very good, very good. Well done. Well done. So when we talk of the components of communication, we said that, okay, listening, reading, speaking, right? These were fundamentals. Then we had writing and body language. In this course, we are going to see each one of them in detail. Okay. So I'm going to pick a small notepad. Okay. I want everyone to travel along with me in this exercise. Only then it will be very useful. Okay. I want everyone to please think. Okay. We are going to start with reading, right? I'll increase the font size so that everyone is able to see it. Okay. I hope everyone is able to see the screen. Is everyone able to see? Is everyone able to see the notepad text? Is it big enough? Okay, right. Okay. When we say reading, okay, what is reading? Okay, what are the reasons for which you read? What are the reasons for which you read? Why do you read? Is it always only to learn, to get knowledge? What are the different reasons for which you read? Or let me put the question this way, right? How many of you read storybooks? Can I have story in the QA box? If you read storybooks, can I have that you to type story in the QA box? Story, everyone. Story. How many of you read stories? You can give me a thumbs up as well. How many of you read stories? Okay, a few of them. Okay, we will work. Yes, good, good, very good. So a lot of us read story, right? So when we talk of reading, one of the reasons for which we read is pleasure, right? You can read for pleasure. That is your storybooks, your magazines, all of this. Then second thing, we can also read for learning or knowledge gathering. This is your subject books or GK books, whatever. Right? Then you have another important thing for another important reason for reading, right? To learn to work or for a job. Okay. So whenever you have a reading requirement or whenever you have a reading a need, it can fall into any of these things. In the coming session, we are going to start with simple reading exercises. Why reading is important? That is the question here, right? Reading is important because if you read more, no, you can go and talk about it. You will be motivated to talk. You need not know English. Okay. If you read a simple line, right? The car was built using the new XR engine. Okay, right? Okay, let us make it more meaningful. Okay, the recent model of Tesla. I'm just making up the engine name, right? And say you are a mechanical student, right? You are going to go and face a internship interview or a group discussion, right? And they're talking and they're telling you to talk about recent advancements. You don't have to worry about knowing English. If you remember this line from the book that you read, you can just tell this and you will get 1 point. Reading is an important fuel for you to talk. Is everybody clear? Is everybody clear? Can I have a thumbs up? Can I have a thumbs up? Is everyone clear? Okay. Very good. Very good. So when I say reading is important, you might ask me, madam, I don't get time to read. I have all fat books in which I spend my time, right? How will I read all the books? How will I learn all this knowledge? For that, there is a shortcut. Okay. We will learn the different techniques of reading. It is not always necessary to read line by line to know what is in a paragraph. There are 3 different ways of reading, right? We call it broadly. I'm just introducing the term today. We will get into it in detail in the coming sessions, right? There are 3 different strategies or ways of reading. 1, scanning. 2, skimming. 3, detailed reading. I have some examples for each of this, right? Scanning is like highlighting on the important points. Whenever there is an underline or a bold in the text, you highlight on. On the other hand, skimming, which is what we do in the last minute of our exam, right? We go through only the headings and the diagrams, right? That's a skimming. Quickly getting some information from that page. Detailed reading is reading line by line to get the details of that particular material, right? So how do we do scanning? How do we do skimming? How do we do detailed reading? And when should I use each of this? And how it will help me to talk better? Why are you teaching me reading when you said you will teach soft skills? I thought you will teach us how to talk, right? So when will reading help me to talk better? Why should I know how to read? Right? We will learn all of this in the coming session. Okay? We are going to get into reading from the nuts and bolts. We are going to have a lot of practice exercises, right? And we are going to have some hands-on during the session also. Okay? Okay? Any questions? Any questions? If you have any questions, please raise your hands, or you can also write it in the QA so that I can answer some of that. If you are clear, you can just type in all clear in the text box, in the QA. All clear? Okay. Ashwini, do you have a question? Ashwini, do you have a question? Okay. 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 Did you enjoy the game? Did you like the game? Did you like the game? Okay. So I'm just going to ask, you make us speak in English confidently at the end of the course. I like that. I will keep that as my priority. I'm going to strive hard. Okay, Gunashri, sorry, Ilakya, I am with you. Okay, we will learn a lot. Okay, so we are going to learn the fundamentals to talking fluently. That is why we are going to focus on reading and writing first, because these are the two inputs through which we learn to talk. Okay, right? So you can be rest assured, Ilakya, if you are regular to the session, you will definitely walk out being able to talk. At the end of these sessions, we will also dedicate a couple of weeks specifically for facing interview and having interview conversations. Your regular soft skill courses will not teach you conversations, but these courses are going to teach you how to have conversations with people. So we will start with reading, then we will move on to writing, then we will move on to listening, then we will move on to speaking. Why? Because reading and writing will give you inputs, listening will help you to absorb the input from others. You can use all of these three to speak. Okay, when you speak based on these three, then you become confident to develop a conversation. So when you have conversations that are based on what you read, what you listened, and what you made as your notes or what you wrote down, right? This will become a strong conversation. In that case, you will make a mark. The basics of communication is to make a mark in the opposite person's mind. Is everyone clear with me? Okay, so now I'm going to ask you for a support. Okay, so if I give you small activity from next session, if I give you small activity, will you be able to do it? Can I have a yes or a thumbs up if you will be able to do it? Small activities to find time. Okay, okay, okay. I see some thumbs up. Okay, nice. Very good. So any other questions for me before we wrap up? I will do the summary if there are no questions. Okay, I don't see any other questions. Are there any questions? Okay, no. Okay. So let us get to the class summary quickly. Okay. I want you to remember these fundamentals because you never know where this listening will be useful for you. Okay. So when we talk of soft skills, it is we understood that it is a mix of a lot of smaller skills, right from communication, problem solving, creativity, curiosity, and collaboration with team, right? So we understood that soft skills is important to showcase what you know. Okay, you don't have to know the exact answer. The exact answer makes it 50%. Only the approach and the presentation makes it to the rest of the 50%. Okay, so we will focus on giving our best to the rest of that 50%. Okay, so we played a game. We understood that communication is one of the core parts of soft skills, right? Because it directly influences how we collaborate with team, how we are in a free mindset to think about a problem or show our creativity at work. Okay, and we also understood the common problems with communication, right? And we also know that communication just it does not mean talking. It has different components to it: reading, writing, listening, speaking, and body language. So we are going to start off with reading, and then we are going to progress all the way for across all the 5 components, right? So for today, we just learned the basics of soft skills and how communication is important to us, right? And then We are wrapping up with the positive note that we will persist in the session. We will continue and walk out as people who are confident in soft skills, right? Right? So can I have a high five? Is everyone with me? Are you signing up for this journey? This is your own learning journey. So I want you all to own it, okay? Compared to half an hour of YouTube or half an hour of shorts or reels, okay? This is going to be something that will change your life, okay? So I want everyone to join me every day at 6:45 to 7:30, okay? We are going to get into a lot of interesting activities. I will ask you to make a reels video. I will ask you to make a conversation video. I will ask you to talk to people that you are not very comfortable with talking. I will ask you to do some writing, right? So I want everyone to be involved. Okay. So we are going to meet again tomorrow and we are going to start with reading. Okay. High five, everyone. Okay. So good luck, people. If there are any questions, we can stay back. Otherwise, we are done for today. I appreciate your presence and I appreciate your interaction. Keep interacting. You ask questions to me. Okay. If the question is very interesting in the QA box, that person will be unmuted and he will get a chance to talk. And whoever comes in the top of the leaderboard in our games, at the end of the session, he will get a special mention, and we will also make sure that we celebrate that person. For today, in this game, it was Tarun. Okay, Tarun, you have made the first step towards learning. A long way to go. Okay, so all the best, everyone. We will meet again in tomorrow's session. Right? Have a good day, guys. Karthik?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here only, ma'am.
Yeah, you can stop the recording, Karthik.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.